What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike. Welcome back to another PowerBook 2 Ghost video. Now, this is going to be the review and recap for PowerBook 2 Ghost Season 3, Episode 1, titled Your Perspective, Your Reality. Very solid first episode. It was definitely worth the wait. This show was supposed to come back, back in like November or something, but it was definitely worth the wait, man. This was a great first episode. 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's going to be crazy this season, man. Tariq and Brayden, they're going to be taking over Wall Street. They're going to be making hella money. There's a new connect in the mix. There's just a whole bunch of things going down, and we're going to talk about it. Let's get right into the recap. When the episode first starts, we see Method Man. He starts the season off. We see he's trying to get rid of that ring that Tariq gave him from Mecca. So Method Man gives it to someone, and it's being auctioned off in this auction. And we see this woman in the audience. She's just looking. This couple ends up getting it. This guy, he auctioned some millions to get the ring. We see him outside proposing to his soon-to-be wife. He wanted to get married. And we see this new character, Noma, and her crew. They walk up to this couple and she says, "That's my ring." And they're not really trying to give it up. They don't know what's going on. They're confused. And she cuts the woman's hand off to get the ring. So we see as soon as the episode starts that this woman is not playing around. Then we see Tariq and Effie. They're talking. Tariq's moving out of this room. She feels some type of way because she doesn't want to just be known around campus as Tariq's girl. She wants to be known as more than that. But Tariq says, "Look, we've been kicking it all summer and stuff. I trust you. I'm super close with you. What's the problem?" Then we see Brayden's sister and his mom coming in the room. And his mom is mad because Tariq is still in the room. That's a Western room, so she wants Tariq out of there immediately. Now we see Monet. She's going through it with the loss of Zeke. She is really going through it. We see she's telling Lorenzo that he needs to get on it and find out who killed Zeke. We all know it was Lorenzo, but once Monet finds out, I wonder what she's gonna do. But we see Davis come in there, and he's telling Monet that she pretty much owns everything that Dante left. He said the penthouse is hers and everything else, but he advises her to only take the penthouse because taking everything else would come with some trouble. Then Monet tells Kane and Drew that the penthouse is theirs. They can live there for now. Now we see Brayden's dad taking Brayden to Weston Holdings. He's going to be working there. His dad is pretty upset about the thing that he pulled in court, saying the drug thing was all his idea and this and that. So he's going to be making him work at this Weston Holdings place. Now we see Brayden's uncle is in there showing him around, telling him what to do and stuff. And he invites this girl named Kiki in there. And Brayden, right off the rip, you can tell he was feeling her. So we'll see where this relationship between Brayden and Kiki goes. Now we see Diana. She was trying to give Monet some food and stuff. And Monet said, "I don't want that shit. Get that out of here." And Diana's upset. She slams it in the sink. And she talks to Lorenzo. Lorenzo says, "Look, you need to just give her some time. She's hurting. Just let her be." And Diana's upset because, she's not the one that killed Zeke. Monet shouldn't be acting like that towards her. But Lorenzo asked Diana if she wants to get into Stansfield. And she said, "Yeah, of course, that's my dream." So Lorenzo says he doesn't care what it costs. He's going to get her in. Now we see Rashad Tate out to lunch with Dean Wong. And Tariq walks up and interrupts the lunch. And he's just wondering what's going on because he doesn't have housing. School's about to start and stuff. And Wong says, "Look, a lot of people want you off campus because of what went down." And Tariq said, "I haven't been found guilty of anything." And Wong says that's not the same thing as innocent or something like that. And of course, Rashad Tate gets involved. He, works his little magic. He says what he has to say to get Wong to consider getting Tariq housing ASAP. So of course, Tariq is going to have to owe Rashad Tate a favor at some point in the future. Now we see Mecca's penthouse, or should I say Drew and Kane's penthouse, and there's a big party going on. Drew brings Everett there. Kane's not too happy about that, but Kane and Drew sit down with this new potential plug. But it didn't work out at all because this plug, he was an asshole and he was demanding things, and Drew and Kane weren't having it. He wanted 60% profit and stuff, and Kane shut that down. And he was also being disrespectful towards Monet as well. Now we see Sebastian ambushes Tariq, and he pretty much threatens him to get the police involved if he doesn't pay him, because he says, look, I didn't know what you were using course correct for. And he's just not happy with the whole thing because his reputation could be tarnished. So he's threatening Tariq. Now we see Brayden and Tariq get off the elevator into the penthouse, and Kane's wondering what they're doing there because he did not call them there. I guess Brayden lured them there or whatever. He wants to talk business. He wants to get back into the business. He doesn't want to give it up. But as they're talking business and stuff, the lights shut off. Noma and her people come in there, and she says, where the hell is Mecca? I need to know right now. And she shows them the ring that they got rid of, that they stole from Mecca. And we find out that Mecca was working for Noma. So Noma is the real boss. And also she was Mecca's fiance. And she says, look, I need to know where Mecca is. Like, what are you doing here partying in his penthouse? I need answers. And then she makes a first impression, makes a point. She has one of the girls that was in Mecca's crew on her knees. And the girl messed up because she said Noma's name. I guess Noma didn't like that, so she shot her in the head. And of course it spooked Brayden, Tariq, and Kane. But they're like, look, we can work for you. We can move all the weight you need. We can make profit. We'll be better than Mecca. So she said, we'll see. You guys just bought yourself a month. And if I don't see the profit I need, you're done. You're going to end up like her. Now Kane goes back and tells the family what happened with Noma and stuff. And Monet's pissed off. She wants out of the life. She was like, look, I was supposed to be done with this shit. And Lorenzo says, you betrayed us for Mecca, and you want us to work for somebody that was associated with him. So Lorenzo's pissed off as well, and they just don't know what to do. Now we see Tariq go to Davis, and he tells Davis everything about what happened, how this Noma chick ambushed them at Mecca's crib and stuff. And Tariq wants Davis to find out some information about who might be watching Mecca's house and stuff like that. Davis has turned more to the dark side as the show went on. And of course, we see Sax outside listening because he's going to be trying to take them down this season with Sullivan. Now we see Tariq get to class, and there's a whole bunch of new people in this class, man, for the new year and stuff. We see Diana in there, and Tariq is like, yo, you go here now? We also see Effie in there. We see Bruchandria. We see some of the same people, but mostly different people. Then we get introduced to the new professor, Professor Bennett. And this is going to be interesting, man. I like her character so far. She's an interesting professor. I can't wait to see where her character goes. And hopefully she doesn't get killed off, because the professors at this college always have bad luck around Tariq. But basically they're just having a discussion, and it ends with Zeke and stuff. And they said, so Zeke will always be remembered as a murderer even though he didn't do it. And Professor Bennett says yes, unless someone changes the narrative. Now we see Brayden in the office at Weston Holdings, and there's some guys in there doing coke and stuff. And they say, Brayden, you want some? And he's like, nah, I'm good. They're trying to pressure him to do coke on the job. He's not happy about it. And Kiki says, Brayden, do you have the documents I asked for? And he says, nope, I forgot them. And of course, Trace starts to go off on Brayden like, dude, you're already fucking up. Like, you just got here. And Brayden's going off on Trace. This is just not going to end good, man. Brayden is not going to last at Weston Holdings. Something's going to happen, and he's going to stop working there. He has to move all this weight for Noma now, so it's not going to work out. Unless he finds a way to launder money through the company or something, then it might work out. But I don't know, man. He's going to have to get out on the streets and move all this weight. How is Brayden, Tariq, and Kane going to move all this shit? Now we see Kane driving, and he sees Effie, and he says, look, Effie, come over here. He says Tariq is back in the life, and he didn't tell you, did he? Kane is just being Kane, man, doing some snake stuff, trying to go behind Tariq's back. And I know he's going to be trying to get at Effie all throughout the season, man. Kane be feeling Effie. You can see it. Now we see Davis is talking to this guy. He's trying to get more information on his brother. He wants his brother out of jail. It's going to be hard, but then again, it might not be that hard because his brother is sick and stuff. And then we see Davis call Sax. He says, what do you have on the Theo case? He wants Sax to get on it ASAP to get his brother out of jail. And Davis was demanding. He was like, get this fucking done now. And when Sax hangs up with Davis, Sax and Jenny want to know why this case is so important to him. And Sax and Jenny are discussing ways and how they can move forward, trying to take Davis and Tariq and them down. And Sax is trying to get him some. And Jenny says, look, bring me some new information. That makes me horny. I was weak, man. These two are hilarious together. Now we see Brayden meet up with Kane, asking him to take out Sebastian and stuff. Kane already knew all the information about Sebastian and stuff before Brayden even brought this information to him. Sebastian visited Brayden at his place of business at Weston Holdings, so Brayden is freaking out, and Kane says, no, you need to kill him. He said, you already killed Lauren, right? So it shouldn't be that hard. And then we see Tariq pay Sebastian a visit. Tariq went there because he had a deal for Sebastian. He said, look, I have a way for both of us to make money, and you'll get more money than you would if I were to pay you. Then we see Kane and Brayden just walk into Sebastian's place, and they're kind of arguing because Brayden wanted to stay downstairs while Kane did the work. And Kane says, no, you are killing him, and he handed him the gun. Then we see Sebastian and Tariq talking, and of course Sebastian turned him down with this deal, and he started saying, Simon told me all about your dad. He was a drug dealing piece of shit. And he said, you're just like him. Tariq got mad and said, I'm not my father. He really went off, and he snapped and he stabbed Sebastian. He picked up the knife that was on the table and stabbed him. So Sebastian is out of there. And Kane and Brayden walked in the room, and Brayden is like, yo, what happened? And Kane said, ain't it obvious he beat you to the job? So they have to try to figure out how to get rid of his body and stuff. This is the first crime Brayden has actually been around. He's been a witness to. Tariq has killed a lot of people, but Brayden has never been there. That's how you know this season is going to take a turn, man. Brayden is definitely going to shift further towards the dark side. And I hope Brayden catches a body this season, man. We've been waiting 3 whole seasons, and he hasn't caught a body yet. Now we see Blanca Rodriguez pay Jenny Sullivan a visit, and she wants to know, what's going on with Dante's penthouse and stuff. And they share some information or whatever. Jenny finds out that Tariq was there the night Mecca was killed. Jenny had no idea, and Blanca said, that's because I didn't make it public yet. I don't want Tariq spooked. Jenny says she has a CI working with her, so she'll be able to get information. Now, a lot of people think the CI might be Effie. I don't know, I thought it was Sax, but I guess we'll just have to see. So Blanca and Jenny will be working together. When Blanca finds out that Sax is working with Jenny, she's not gonna like that too much. Blanca hates Sax. Now we see Tariq telling Effie that he's back in the business and stuff, that he had no choice because he was ambushed by this woman named Noma. And Effie wants back in too. Tariq says, no, I'm just trying to protect you. But Effie keeps pushing. And of course she gets through to him. So Effie's gonna be back in too. Now we see Professor Bennett run into Rashad Tate. And you can tell there's a history there. I'm sure these two will start sleeping together very soon. Then we see Diana at the memorial that she arranged for Zeke. She's talking to Lorenzo. She's just still upset that Monet is treating her this way. We see Monet, Kane, Drew, everybody there. Diana has to sit away from Monet, which is pretty sad. She's sitting next to Brayden's sister because, yes, I forgot to mention, she's sharing a room with Brayden's sister in Tariq's old room. And we see this new guy come and sit next to Diana. Then we see Little Mo goes up there and sings at Zeke's memorial. Beautiful performance. Then we see Tariq go up there and he gives a little speech or whatever. Monet walks away because she can't take it. She's crying. She's just hysterical. She has to go out in the hall. Tariq is just giving a speech about how good of a person Zeke was, that he was his brother and stuff. And he's not going to let Zeke go out like this. How people thought Zeke was one way when he really wasn't. Honestly, Tariq did very good up there, but then he started thinking about all the stuff he did. About killing Ray Ray, Jabari, and all kinds of stuff. He just started thinking about stuff, and he kind of lost his train of thought for a minute, but then he got right back to it. And honestly, he did a great job up there. But then everybody started saying, look, we don't like you. We don't trust you because of what Tariq was accused of or whatever. And Tariq says, look, I didn't do those things. And I'm going to prove to you guys that I deserve to be here. Then Tariq goes to talk to Monet and she's just crying. She's having a hard time. And Tariq says, whatever you need, I'm here. Monet says, in a way, I can trust you the most because you've been here with me through it all. So Tariq and Monet's relationship is going to move to the next level this season. These two are going to be closer than before. Now we see Detective Whitman. He's still on bullshit. He's trying to get to the bottom of things. And he says, do you really think Carrie's death was a suicide? I think it was a murder. He said, do you think Lauren really killed herself? And Jenny says, yes, all those things really did happen. You need to leave it alone. Stop, just get out of here. Detective Whitman is going to be a problem this season, and they'll probably have to get rid of him because he's becoming obsessive like Carrie was last season. So every time somebody becomes obsessive with the St. Patrick's or whatever, they always end up dying. So Detective Whitman better chill out. Now we see Tariq, Braden, Kane, and Effie. They go to this warehouse. The warehouse where all the drugs that they're going to be moving are being held at. And one of Noma's guys say to them, look, you better move this quick and you better come up with this profit or it's going to be bad for you. So we just see them all looking around, and Braden is like, yo, how are we going to move this? It's just going to get crazy because this warehouse is full of drugs. I really want to know, how are they going to move this? It's going to get messy this season, man. It's going to get messy. Then we see Jenny pulling up to this house. You know, she walks in and there's this girl looking out the window, and I just knew it as soon as I seen this girl. You know, she turns around and it's Lauren. Lauren Baldwin is alive. Whoa, she's alive. And she's like, how much longer am I going to have to play dead? And that's the end of the episode. It's crazy, man. A lot of things happened in this first episode in the premiere. I can't believe Lauren is alive. Honestly, I thought she was dead. But it's going to get crazy this season. A lot of things are going to unfold. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, man. I can't wait till episode 2. Episode 1 was a banger. A super solid episode. I enjoyed every minute of it. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comment section. What are your theories, thoughts, predictions, and everything else? Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all Power Book 2 Ghost content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. If you guys want to donate to the channel, I got links below to the PayPal and Cash App accounts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.